Just a bunch of geese chilling with the alpacas in front of a haunted house. Well, hello Randonauts. If you are an OG Randonautica follower on my channel, you probably recognize the house that I just showed you. It is one of my favorite old houses in my area, and it has a very kind of dark history. It is built on land where the Sand Creek Massacre white dudes, like where they camped before they went the next day and, you know, massacred a bunch of Native Americans. And the guy who built the house back in 1900 was one of the original, like, generals of that troop that did the massacre. Then later it became a sanatorium or a mental hospital, whatever you want to call it. And for about 10 years now, the house has been abandoned. It's owned by the city, but they don't let anyone go in. And I'm so annoyed because I want to go in that house so bad, but it's just an empty house. It's kind of falling apart. I will link the video where I kind of snuck up to it. I'll link that video somewhere around here. So now you may be asking yourself, why is Genevieve back at this house? We already visited this house to start a Randonautica, but today I want to start a new Randonautica adventure here because I would like to be led to some sort of Native American burial ground. There is obviously a lot of Native American history in Colorado and in my specific area, but yet we have like no memorials. We only have like one statue to Chief Niwot, who was obviously a chief in this region. But besides that, there are like no signs that Native Americans used to inhabit this whole valley. And yet they were a big part of the history of this place. So I know there's got to be some secrets, some interesting locations around here that maybe have some significance, that if the Randonautica app can work for me today, maybe we'll be led to something significant. So the clouds are rolling in. It's starting to get kind of dark because we have another winter storm coming our way. So I want to jump in, get started. So let's do this. So I've pulled up the original Randonautica app, and there it is showing my location and my radius. And I'm going to try to do 2 different points today. So for the first point, I'm just going to keep it fairly open, and I'm just going to have the intention of Native American and see where that gets me. So let's generate an attractor point and see what happens. Native American. Whoa, really, really interesting. So the point is like right over there, I think. It's also in the middle of the pond. So obviously we're not going to get like exactly to the point, but it looks kind of like there's like a trail going around it, and I've never been over there. So let's go. Goodbye, creepy haunted mansion. One day, I swear I will be able to see the inside of you. One day, it'll happen. So as I said, this is a truly short drive. Like we're like 2 minutes away. And the first thought that came to my mind when I saw that this point was in a pond, I was like, maybe they threw like the massacre stuff, like maybe they threw bodies into the pond or something. But obviously this pond that we're about to go to is a totally man-made pond and like super newish, I think. Like it's probably been there in the last like 30-40 years. So who knows? But let's get on over there and see what is going on. So, whoa there, this is a very public trail kind of area, and there's a dog park, and so it's good, we can explore because it's very public, but there's also just a ton of people, so we've got to keep that in mind, and I'm totally still flabbergasted as to what this could have to do with Native Americans. So I just parked, and the point is actually right in front of us. Behind those trees is the pond. So yeah, we've got nothing else to do but just go see what could possibly be over there. So because there's so many people out and about here, I am going to, oh, here comes the car. Cool. So I am going to try to kind of go around so that I'm not like the weirdo that's filming myself trying to find Native American stuff. But it's kind of pretty today. It's like kind of gloomy, snowy, wintry, but really pretty at the same time. So let's get over to that pond and see what is over there. Okay, going up this little hill that I shouldn't really be going up. Here we are. Okay, well, first of all, now that I see this, the pond is like totally dry, I think, or maybe it's not. I can't really tell if that's snow or like actual frozen water out there, but it looks like a pond. Okay, it's definitely not really full of water because I'm now seeing dogs and stuff out there. Like, this is definitely a dog park. I just realized it's a dog park with a pond in it, and that's why there's so many people here. And this doesn't, to me, feel Native American at all. But now that I know there's not really any water in there, at least we can like walk to the middle. We can actually get to the point. So let's just, I guess, do that. So we're now officially at the edge of where the pond is supposed to start, I guess. And there definitely is some frozen water. And there's this really intriguing tree here that looks like when the pond is full, that it's probably partially submerged. But look how cool these roots are. I'm super drawn to this tree. Whoa. This feels like something out of a fairy tale, the way the roots are all kind of tangled together. There is a tennis ball very deeply lodged inside the roots. Not even gonna try to get that out, but this tree is just really cool and really old, so it makes me wonder, like, what kinds of things has this tree seen before we made this into a dog park. Oh, there's a dog. Hello, dog. Are you a part of my intention? Oh, we're climbing the tree. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Whoa, this dog is like in the tree. That was impressive. Okay. I am totally realizing what a crazy lady I must look to everyone in the dog park that I'm over here just filming the tree that's in the middle of the dog park. But we can't stop here with this tree. Let's turn around and try to go to the center. I want to see the other side of the tree. Okay, here's the other side, which is really interesting. I just love this tree. It's so freaking weird. It like doesn't have the trunk. It's just roots and then really big branches kind of growing out in all different weird twisted directions. Okay, but here's where we gotta go, to the center of this weird situation. There's really nothing out here. Like, it's just dirt and snow and obviously tennis balls, as we saw, and dogs. But, oh wow, it's really muddy. Oh great. But in terms of something that's like very obviously Native American, I am really not sure. Maybe something is like buried under this mud. I don't know. I was just about to pull out my phone to show you how close I am to the literal spot, and the mud is getting so like soft and deep. I actually feel like Atreyu in, what is that movie called? Oh my god, it's like, oh, The Never Ending Story. Atreyu, where he's like in that bog and the mud is like pulling him down. Like, that's suddenly the image I got. And I think Atreyu was totally Native American. So maybe this point, leading me out to the very center of this like super muddy, kind of difficult to walk in, it's like leading me there to show me an experience. Like, it's not maybe about there being like a physical thing here, but I might be having an experience of being like stuck in this mud. I don't know about you guys, but that actually makes a lot of sense to me. I'm like walking so carefully because I really feel like the mud is turning into quicksand and is gonna like take me under. But yeah, I don't know what else to make of this because there's nothing out here except my experience of feeling like I'm being really bogged down and yeah, being sucked into quicksand. And the sky is getting so ominous above me. It actually makes for a really cool, kind of adds to the experience. And then back there, that is the tree. Such a freaky tree. I feel like that's somehow totally a part of this, but I don't fully know why. I think I got the point of that experience, and now I think my feet are like caked in like an inch of mud. But now we're just gonna walk back towards this tree because I love it so much. Good Lord. Look at that. I feel like mistakes were made today. That was what the point wanted me to experience, was this ridiculous mud. So glad that I wore boots for once because otherwise I really would have suffered. Okay, magical tree, I hope I have permission to use your really cool roots to try to get some of this mud off. Maybe this is like the tree of life and it will rejuvenate my shoe situation. Oh my God, this is crazy. I don't even know if I can get back in my car with this. This might be a longer situation to get this off. Also, all of a sudden my camera is acting super weird. Like it keeps flashing a weird message I've never seen it do before and like turns off randomly. Like I just tried 3 times to film this mud situation and it like won't let me until now. Oh my gosh. Lord. Oh, this is terrible. So I don't know what that's all about. Maybe there's some sort of spirit affecting my camera. That's definitely happened to me, I feel, before. Oh my gosh. I feel like this is hashtag regrets right here. Let's try to do the other foot. Or maybe it's the tree. Maybe the tree is causing my camera to not work because it's like pissed that I'm doing this on the tree. I hope not. Tree, I do respect you, okay? I just need a safe place to do this. Oh, hi dog. Another dog just like totally surprised me. Hello. Okay, here's where the action is. Getting the mud off, kind of. Oh my God, that mud was relentless. I've now found whatever this situation is. And this mud is just not coming off, so I'm distracted by like so many people and things around me. I feel a little self-conscious about this mud situation. But also it's just silly and ridiculous, so I think that's good enough for now. But I don't know the mud. I feel like the whole point of that point was the mud, and it's like no matter what I do, it's like I can't get it off. It's like this sludge that's on me. Okay, well, I think that is as good as it's gonna get in terms of cleaning the mud off my feet. But that was interesting. That was a really interesting experience that I was totally not expecting. Of course, I never know what to expect with this, but just, yeah, I have no words at this moment. So after that really interesting adventure, I am so ready to do another point, and I'm going to use the original Randonautica app again to do another point, and this time I'm going to ask to be led to an actual sacred burial ground. Then I'll keep it again a little bit general because I found that kind of works for the app now if you keep it pretty general. So I'm just going to say my intention is to be led to a sacred burial ground. Whoa! Okay, super interesting. This point, I'm so glad it's actually giving me points today. This point is also in what it thinks is water, but I'm wondering if this water is similar to kind of this situation here where it's like kind of a dried up pond, as ponds dry up in the winter here. So, and where is this? Okay, yeah, it's not. Is that the Boulder Reservoir? Oh shoot, I think it is. Okay. Let's drive as close as we can get to it and see, because I feel like if this is the reservoir, sometimes they have closed access to it. So, but maybe because it's winter, they don't care. So let's go. Well, just look how pretty those mountains are over there. So this point is a little farther away, and it's honestly a little more rural out here. So maybe the spot we're going to, I'm hoping there won't be as many people. But I'm not super familiar with this side of the reservoir that it wants to take us. So the reservoir is like a public place in the summer, and you can swim, but like only in one half, and the half that the point is on is actually the half that like you can't go to. So who knows what we could find over there, or if we can even get close. So we'll see. That's a really cool old house. If you can't tell, I love old houses. And now it has just had me turn onto this random dirt road that again I'm unfamiliar with, but I think and hope it's going to give us access to the back half of the reservoir. It really is so pretty though. Another really cool old tree. That's an old cottonwood. That kind of scraggly one with the lightning branches. I think I have to be on this for a while, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to park or not. So as we're getting closer to the point, which I think is over there, I'm getting like a lot of sad feelings. So maybe this is again going to be kind of an experiential thing. I don't know, but the mountains look so cool. I don't know if you can see, but the flat irons are right over there. I'll give you a better shot of that as I'm not driving. So that is also a super cool old building. I'm just loving the like atmosphere out here. There's so many old farmhouses. That's a super creepy looking abandoned thing. But yeah, I just love the plains of Colorado here, like right beneath the foothills. It's such a beautiful landscape, and definitely where Native Americans and the settlers were kind of fighting over. It's really interesting just to reflect on that. Okay, that house definitely looks haunted. Oh, and it's truly abandoned. Oh, cool. I love abandoned houses. I would love to do like those explores that some people do. I think that's called like urbex explores, where people will just explore abandoned houses. I would love to do that, but there's not that many abandoned houses in my area. Like that house we just saw is probably the first truly abandoned home I'm seeing in a while. It looked very tightly covered up. Oh, there's the reservoir. We're about to drive down onto it. Interesting. Okay, what's this situation here? Oh, okay, there's parking. Maybe we can do this. So I just parked, and there's us, and there's the point, obviously kind of in the water, but close to the shore. So let's just get out and see what is going on over there. Honestly, I feel kind of dumb now that I've never been to this side, because I didn't realize there was like public parking over here. But let's take a little journey. Well, that's convenient. I will definitely be using that. Thank you, Randonautica, for leading me to a place where I can clean off the mud from the last point. That is so nice of Randonautica. Oh my god, look at all that mud. Lord. Interesting. Again, just so breathtakingly beautiful. What a cool, beautiful spot to be led. Okay, I do not like what I'm seeing up ahead. They have the reservoir closed off. Oh my god, it's really muddy here too. That's just a part of the whole experience, isn't it? But I'm gonna get as close as I can to the fence and see what's going on. This is right next to the trail and it kind of looks like a grave. I know it's not, but it has kind of the look of one. Oh, it looks like it's closed because of the like wildlife restoration they're trying to do. But let's take a look at this reservoir. For a second, I thought that this wasn't a fence and that you could just go around the sign, but no, it's a fence. So unlike the last point that was like a dried up pond, this obviously is under the ice. Like it's definitely in the water out there. But honestly, who knows what could be buried here or what could have happened here. Like I said in the car, this is like really old land that was totally battled over. And we just really don't know what could be under the ground from a long time ago. It's muddy here too, but it's a totally different kind of mud. This is like slippery mud, whereas the other mud was like that like quicksand mud where you step in it and you just feel like you'll just sink and sink and sink. So I feel like that was a really particular kind of experience. Well, I'm a little disappointed with that spot that we couldn't really see much. It also just feels kind of empty and like lonely out here. It's like very beautiful, as I said, but it's just, I don't know, there's like kind of an eerie, lonely quality to this area. Very different than the last place we were at, where it was like filled with tons of people and tons of dogs. So as with all my Randonautica adventures, I'm definitely going to be kind of thinking about this one for a while because it felt extremely experiential, especially the mud. And then also interesting that it kept leading us to water points when there isn't even that much water around here. Like honestly, we're in the plains. That pond was man-made. Honestly, the reservoir is also man-made. And yeah, just who knows what could be like a deeper thing with either of these points. The last thing I'll say, which I probably should have said at the beginning of the video, but I have a new channel that is just for the healing ASMR stuff that I do. So if on this channel you've liked those videos that I've done in the past, head on over to that new channel and I will link it in the description below. So, because all the videos are going there now, I'm trying to narrow things down so I'm not all over the place with my content. And last but not least, if you would like to support this channel, I would so appreciate it if you supported me on Ko-Fi. You can just throw me a few dollars to buy me a coffee. It would help me out a lot and help support this channel so I can keep going and keep making videos. Of course, it's totally not necessary. Just you being here and watching is enough. But if you have the means to and would like to support me, I would so appreciate it. Wow, 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 wow. Don't look at my dirty car floors, although I guess it doesn't matter because they're getting even dirtier now. But this is a freaking disaster. Thank you, Randonautica. All right, Randonauts, that was an interesting one. Let me know what you think about all the stuff I saw, because maybe even like the dogs, oh, there's a guy. There's a guy. Because maybe even the dogs could have meant something. I don't know. There's so many levels of symbolism in this that I don't know. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. And one last time, I have to show you this creepy house. Those who watch till the end will only get to see this, and tell me if you think I should come back here and try to get in. I probably couldn't get in, but I might come back to this house and try to film it because it's so cool. Okay. Now it's the real end of the video.